guys, welcome, it's Antoinette here. If you are new to my channel, I am a New Zealander currently living in Germany, and in this video I'm going to be doing a part 2 to a video that I made recently called Weird Things That They Do in Germany. So once again, I do not intend for this video to be offensive in any way. I'm from New Zealand, a tiny little isolated country at the very bottom of the earth. And of course there's going to be things that I found weird when I first came to Germany. And honestly, a lot of these things that I found really weird when I first came to Germany make total sense to me now. Germany is a very logical country and they're not going to do something without a good reason behind it. Okay, so I'm going to get into it. This is in no particular order, but one of the things that I found very weird when I first came to Germany was the music that they play on the radio here. So in 2009, I met my husband. He was backpacking around New Zealand on a working holiday visa for 1 year. I was a university student at the time, and not long after we first met, he actually introduced me to some German music, and that was my first real introduction to the German language. At this time, I had not had any exposure to the German language. I had barely heard it being spoken, only little bits here and there. I couldn't have told you the difference between German and Dutch at that time. He introduced me to quite a few German artists and musicians, and one that really stood out to me in particular was a guy called Xavier Naidoo. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but I know that he's very, very popular in Germany. He's one of Germany's most successful musicians, and he sings in German, and seriously, he makes the German language sound so beautiful. I totally fell in love with this guy's music. So I became this huge fan of Xavier Naidoo. I listened to all of his songs, and I was so excited when I moved to Germany about hearing more music, like German music. And I was really disappointed when I realized that on the radio, the majority of the music they play in Germany is English music. It's the music that we have in New Zealand, it's the same music, and there's not a lot of German music on the radio here. And I just don't know why, and I found that kind of weird. Coming to Germany, turning on the radio, and all you hear is English music. And I just found that really kind of disappointing, because in Germany you would expect to hear more kind of German music, and I think German music sounds beautiful, and I think there should be more of it. So the next thing that I found kind of weird when I first came to Germany was the TV and film here. So in Germany they have all of the Hollywood films and all of the TV programs that we watch. The only difference is that they are dubbed over in German. And I found this so weird when I first moved to Germany. I found it weird because I am not used to hearing Will Smith speaking in German. It was just funny for me hearing all of these actors and actresses that I'm so used to and that I've grown up with speaking a different language. And also the lip movements are a little bit out of sync, which I found kind of funny. But seriously, they do this dubbing, these voiceovers in Germany so well, it's unbelievable. All of the actors and actresses that you're familiar with, they have a voice, they have an actor in Germany that plays, the role, that does their voice. No matter what movie you're watching, just say Will Smith is in 5 movies, it'll be the same guy that does the voice of Will Smith for every single movie. And it's just done so well, and they'll sound exactly like the characters, but in German. I actually now only watch movies in German, dubbed over in German, because it really helps me with my German language, and I watch it with English subtitles. And seriously, they do the dubbing so well that after a while you don't even notice that the lips are out of sync. They're only slightly out of sync, and you just kind of forget about it. So another thing that I found kind of weird when I first came to Germany is that they are very open. Not all Germans by any means, I'm not going to stereotype, but a lot of Germans are very relaxed and very open about nudity. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing at all, I'm just saying that this is different, and I wasn't used to this when I first came. So for example, when I first moved to Germany, I went into a gas station, a petrol station, and I saw a magazine rack with a row of magazines with naked girls on the front. I'm just not used to seeing this in New Zealand. These would be hidden away. These are topless girls for everybody to see, for kids to see. They were just in the view of the general public, and anyone could view these magazines. I just found this really funny. I just did not expect to be seeing these magazines whoa, right in my view. And it's just because I'm not used to it. I'm just not used to it. And also another thing, at public pools and things like that, a lot of Germans are just very, very relaxed about being naked, which I think is really good. In the girls' changing rooms, they'll just strip off and just be strutting around naked, and You know, no one cares, no one thinks anything of it. In New Zealand, people just tend to like cover up a little bit more, you know, in changing rooms and things like that. They're just not as open about nudity. It's just cultural differences, and of course I found it a bit weird. I didn't think it was bad, it's just something that's different. And another thing, I've given birth to, you know, 2 children in Germany, and at the gynecologist office, there's just no such thing as like privacy. It's just a lot more relaxed, you know. The doctor's gonna see you naked anyway, so there's like no point in kind of covering up while you get unchanged and that kind of thing. It's just more open, it's just more relaxed, it's very professional, but it's just more, they're just more relaxed about nudity. Another thing that I found really weird when I first came to Germany is that when you go into a shop, you are left alone. In New Zealand, you walk into a shop, like a clothes shop for example, and the shop assistant just kind of comes over and says, how's your day going, and can I help you, are you looking for anything in particular, blah 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 blah. And yeah, you're kind of not left alone. And in Germany, they just let you be. They let you just kind of do your thing and look around. I love the fact that you just get left alone in shops to make your own decisions. When I go into a shop, I know what I'm looking for. I'm a very kind of quick shopper. Just say I want a stripy top. I will walk into the shop, I will scan all of the clothes, I will go straight to the stripes and take my stripy top. I don't need anybody to help me unless I want like a different size or something. And yeah, in Germany, they just kind of stand back, and if you need something, you go up to them and you ask the shop assistant if they can help you, but they don't come after you. New Zealanders are just really, really friendly. Also, like in the supermarket, they make a lot of conversation. They ask you about your day and what you've been up to, and you know, that kind of thing. But in Germany, there's not a lot of small talk as far as that when you go into shops. It's just kind of straight to business. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a German and you're watching this, I really hope you didn't take offense to anything that I talked about in this video. That certainly wasn't my intention. If you haven't already, I would love you to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!